Good morning and aloha. I'm Faith Rivera. Welcome to High Vibes, Monday High Vibes, every second and fourth Saturday, not Saturday, Monday. It's been that kind of a few days. I don't know what day it is. Yay. But thank you for joining me. If you don't know me yet, thank you for giving me a chance, or maybe you're here by accident. I'm a singer and a songwriter. I'm a mom. I'm all about love. Love is my career. Yeah. And I come on to connect, really, to feel connection with you, to chat about things that are inspiring to all of us, and really to set our intention for the week. So, hey, Heather. I'm sending aloha from Los Angeles. I'm here in LA in my friend's beautiful home. I have been here for a few days. Hey, aloha, Anthony. I don't know why I felt like saying, how's it? So I'm in a new location today, but wondering where are all of you streaming in from? I see your little hearts. So I'm getting all my email prompts, guys. All right. A lot of email prompts. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And wow, what a week or weekend it's been, right? Aloha from Florida. Yeah. It's nice and sunny out here in Los Angeles. I've been here since Thursday, going to a conference for sync songwriting and pitching our songs for TV and film. And happy that I got to be there I got to be at my friend's luau, a family that's so near and dear to my heart. And got a shout out to Unity of South Bay in Torrance, where I was the music director. Their doors are closing, they're ending one chapter, starting another. And I got to be there thanks to Harold Payne, another great singer-songwriter. He did a concert at a barn in Palos Verdes, and I got to be there. And today I fly out for Hawaii, but I have time. Yay! Of course, I couldn't miss being here with all of you. So just thank you for tuning in. And I know there may only be a few of us here, but really to check in, I guess, before we start intentions. I mean, how has your week been? And it's a funny thing because so many times how we are is so affected by what's around us, and I think that's why I like to show up here on Mondays to remind myself that yes, life goes on. We put on that news, and we saw a lot of stuff on that news recently, things that are something hurtful to our hearts, and somehow my intention for us gathering and being here is to always set those intentions that we can control the interior weather, right? And it's not that we're not impacted or that we don't care about our life around us, but all we can really control is this interior weather and intention. So that's why I'm here. And so my dear friend, she's here, she's ready. Sorry, we had a girly morning, so we were all getting ready. This is Sunny Chayes.
Hi guys.
Yes, this is her beautiful home. Here's her guitar. Oh, how can I show your guitar? It's a little cooler.
My little baby guitar.
She lives here in Los Angeles. She has an amazing show. Sunny Chayes?
Yeah, well, I have two shows.
Okay,
actually,
tell us.
Solutionary Sundays on ABC, which is all about finding the solution, of course, and also a show on Mindalia TV, which is Spanish, Portuguese, and English. That's where I come in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's my deal.
It's too short. Okay, so Mindalia TV, you can access that. They can find it on YouTube, right? If they searched it.
Exactly. And that show is called Pioneering the Possibilities. So we're all about finding, myth busting and finding the solution.
Yes.
And like Faith was saying earlier, how to, weather the outer and the inner and make sense of all of this life we're living these days.
See, so Heather is saying that sometimes you just got to turn off the TV. Mm-hmm. I'm with you, and live the ones you're with. I mean, live in the present where you are. I got you, Heather, and so much of that is me. because I'm not there yet. I think like when I get mastery, woohoo, which we're all going for, right? Is that I'll be able to watch and be in compassion and not feel like I'm on the sinking boat, because we are on this one planet. So of course it's hard to feel like we're not affected.
Well, one thing I would say to that I'm glad to know is that, guess what? Thank God. It's about the trust and faith, and literally. And what I mean by that is, or what we all mean by that, I think, is that we can know that there are many people who are doing all different things. I mean, there are some people who are marching in the streets. There are some people who are making legislation be different. There are people who are making movies that are having a great message. There are people who write songs and sing songs that bring messages. Ministers. They're all different places where we can use our gifts to make a difference in the world. We can be great moms and have amazing kids and fun kids when they come over to play at our house and have a great, great time. And that goes on. Those are our next generations. So not any of us can do all of it, but we can all do something. So it's just wherever we are, but knowing also that there are other people doing stuff. So that's the part about the trust. So we don't have to do it all.
Yeah, no, totally. No, like Heather, like you said, and Anthony, wherever you are, I figure if you're tuning in that you have kind of our same heart, that you're heart-centered and you're about uplifting this planet. And I agree with all of it, that if each of us continue to do, Heather, what you said, live with the ones you're with, live that best life, that really, if each of us took care of that corner, and make it the most love-filled space, that's our greatest gift. And of course, props to our leaders and those making, not attempting, but their intentions are to make global change, right? They're important too. So, I have to give props to Sunny, because, she left whatever her fabulous life was in the Bay Area. How many years ago now? 7 years ago, packed up all her stuff, sold all her stuff, to start, and it was a radio show, and it's become so much more, but really just to come here and be this change agent of love and light. And I swear to you, I bet you there's millions of people like Sunny, and I've been to those conferences where they are quietly doing the work. She gets to do it, with broadcast, on radio and TV, but I've met those women and men that climb the mountains, that bless oceans. It's
that are at Standing Rock. There are many unsung heroes, and that again is where the faith and trust comes in, and that, and it's about all of us doing what we can. And it's also about all of us doing where our heart is. Like, there's some people who are really about animals. Okay, so do the animal thing. We're really about kids. Do the kid thing. We're really about the environment. So it's like really finding what our passion is and where we really feel strong, or just really keeping an organic home, or being conscious about what we're doing all the time. And again, every one of those things does make a difference. When we shift something, anything, again with the environment, if we shift our behavior a little bit, with not using straws or not doing these little things, believe it or not, again, it's like changing our hearts. We have the feeling of like we are making a difference, and we actually are. That's the good news. It feels like we're not. It feels like, oh my God, we're not. We're just one person, but we're all just one person, but all together.
I see Jeff. I think Jeff just sat down there. Hello, Jeff. I think you're just up the street from me. I know, I'm sorry, we didn't have time to connect in person, but I'm flying out today. But he's doing things as an amazing actor and teacher.
Oh,
yeah, Jeff just said, yeah. Oh, did I see a sad man face? Okay, well, I'm sending you love. So, and then I want to say one more thing, that if you want to follow Sunny's work, Sunny Chayes, find her Mandalia show, and also because she has tips upon tips of how we can do this in our daily lives. She was just schooling me on ways where I don't have to use like Kleenex and the straw things, and she just walks her talk. So, and I know all of you walk your talk too. Hey, Allie. Allie's awesome there. Oh, here, let me scroll so I can see everybody.
Yeah, so you can just find me by Googling me because a whole bunch of stuff comes up. I write articles and all that. So if you just put in Sunny Chayes, Chayes,
It's
just a bunch of
Chayes, not
stuff.
Chayes.
Well, we
Sorry.
have both different families say it.
Okay.
What's the side of the coaster you want? It's Chayes or Chayes.
Yeah.
But yeah, and just do that and you'll find a whole bunch of stuff. So thank you, Faye. That's so
Yeah.
sweet of you. But yeah, we're just doing it. And that's the good news. We can turn off the TV sometimes. And I think it's important to kind of know what's happening too, because we don't want to be complete ostriches. But again,
Ostriches?
in the sand, putting our heads in
Oh,
the sand.
sorry, I didn't get it. I'm like, what does an ostrich do? It doesn't like to watch TV? I don't know. Okay, got it. All right, okay.
So, it's you know what it is? It's balance, isn't it? And it's,
Yeah,
planting
I
our
don't know, this
seeds
is a
forever.
whole other topic. Okay, whoever is watching, who watches the news? I'm just curious.
I do.
I don't. I don't. Only when my mother-in-law's cooking dinner, and I'm kind of cooking dinner for the kids because they have their own diet, and she just has the Hawaii news on, and it's Hawaii, but it's light, and still I'm like, oh, the kids are there, and I'm like, do I want them to hear about, the
Maybe
murder
not,
that
because there is
happened
a lot of
and
stuff
the
going on that maybe no.
Yeah, who do you guys watch? I think Jeff follows the news. Hey, Amy. Am I from some other? Hi, Amy. I know that's Amy. Aloha to you. So, I don't know if you. So this is funny. You're gonna get two different views. Sunny is able. Yeah, but okay, she's able to watch the news, and I don't. Nolan is not my filter, but he pops in and gives me what's going on in the political thing, and Sunny also too, which. For those of you, I don't know that I'm an ostrich, but if you're like me, whatever we're called, whatever animal that is, I really rely on my friends that, that I trust their hearts and their brains and the filters they have to give me some information.
Well, the one thing that I would say, I have family in politics. My uncle worked with Kennedy, so that was many years ago. So since a little kid, I've been kind of actually really in it. I think the most important thing to do is to listen to all sides. We get into either it's Fox News or it's MSNBC or it's Rachel Maddow or whoever. And I think the most interesting thing to do is to first of all listen to different sides of the story, because unfortunately things are pretty editorialized now, where they used to be really just the facts jack, or if you listen to BBC really lays out the facts, like this happened and that happened, without a lot of editorial and opinion and emotion and anger or fear or whatever. So there's that to do, and then to know, and then again to plug in where you feel like, what, I feel something about that, and I do want to, connect in there. And
Aloha, Linda. Linda's up. She said, "I love you, sisters. We love you too."
Aww.
So I've been here a few days, and Sunny's been so sweet to drive me to to a few things, but that's where we've had our discussions about things, and. I thank you for that, because I think sometimes if you're like me, sometimes those discussions, I don't want to say they're not easy, because I have fun with her, but I mean, when we're not on the same side, it just, for me, it gets a little bit like, I just want to can we just sing a song and do something together? My brain actually gets tired. So I guess.
Well, I think we all are.
Yeah.
You're not alone in that.
Yeah.
Anyone
but
and everyone.
Yeah. And that's why we're here today. But I had Sunny, so we have to. I had to have her come and share what she does, and you can. Yeah, it's too much to share with you here. All the areas that she's been passionate about. Truly passionate about writing articles. But that's why I said you're going to have both points of view. Faith is like, I'm just going to love it all because that's my gift. And, and those of you that can look at it and love it and make solutions, that's great too. Yeah. Hi, Uncle Lito or Cousin Lito. I don't know. So we got some Hawaii people in here too.
Oh, fantastic.
Educate yourself. Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't mean to talk so much, but okay, can I go one more place? You guys want a place? And for those of us that have been in New Thought, it's, a spiritual teaching, sometimes I think with the talking, what happens for me is I feel like we can only say so much, that what I'm trying to say is the wisdom of our heart that I think is still untapped, that other part we don't know that's untapped. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I don't think we're going to get there. Sometimes we're not going to get to that quantum leap yet through the words and our current logic.
Okay.
But I get that we're talking to get there. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we don't even have the words yet for the solution, but we're.
But let me tell you also,
Okay.
guys, and you may not know this, and most people don't, but on our land in America, on our actual soil,
Mark.
we have, we actually already created, when I say we, I mean ancestors, created the possibility for policy, politics, and governing people to be of noble
Yes.
activity, of noble heart, and so we already have that. We actually don't have to recreate it,
Yes.
and we have that in the Iroquois Confederacy. That is the that was created by 5 tribes or nations of the native peoples in kind of the New York area, you know, in that area, and they came together. They were not. There was some conflict and all kinds of things. So they came together and they created a confederacy, and in this, it is far deeper than our Constitution, actually. We have 7 articles in our Constitution, and the Iroquois Confederacy has 117. And they covered everything. And this was maybe 250 years ago, but there's some people who studied this say it may be as long as 400 years ago this was. So we already have it. We actually already have it. We don't have to dream for it or wish for it or, you know, create something out there somewhere. We already actually have it. So what we can do is just know that all the people that we're voting in, or if we're doing ourselves with elected officials and all that, let's not demonize them. Let's just know that they can have our best interest in heart. We're their boss. They work for us. And we have the right, and we have let us all give each other permission to say that our people will be the governing people for this body, all of our bodies, in the most healthy and uplifted way. And again, nobility, I love that word. That's my word for today. Noble. Let's use it in a sentence today. Everyone use it in a sentence.
She would be the one to use that word, noble. What was I going to? She had later. I'll put a link if you want to read the article she wrote for the whole.
Oh, the Iroquois Confederacy.
Yeah, but what's the magazine from?
For Whole Lifetime.
For Whole Lifetimes, studying
okay.
the document from the Iroquois nation, and you know what? I think
that's about educating yourself for that person.
Yeah.
This will educate.
Yes. So Sunny, I totally agree with you that peoples like that have downloaded some of those higher solutions. Mm-hmm. But where we're at, like we were at Agape, I sang at Agape yesterday. Yay, love you guys.
She was awesome.
But
the
amazing speaker, Kim Terranova, was talking about now we have to use that inner technology, meaning we have the document, but Sunny, we don't know how to live it yet as a people. So again, our culture doesn't know how to live it. So anyway, I know you probably didn't turn this on to hear all this, but thank you for letting us talk about it. This is what we were doing, like on our car rides. but all with joy. Yeah, all with joy. Yeah, because yes,
and that's faith and trust. The faith and trust.
Aloha, Joyce. Aloha, Wendy. So I'm just gonna have one song, and we're going to use this song to set our intentions and stuff. Well, and in fact, since we have more people on here, what was the question I asked everyone? Well, I mean, can I just do a check-in? I mean, give me a word of how you are, how you've been feeling, what's filling your heart, and just start to get into that place of centering. So this, and while maybe you start jotting down some of those things, what's in your heart, I want Sunny to share with us the lyrics of this beautiful word that she says it's her song. I mean, it says everything about her, even though it's her beautiful friend, Desiree
Goyette wrote this song for me, which was, I mean, I'm not a songwriter, but if ever I could write a song in my life, it would be the song.
Yeah.
Because I think it's awesome. Do you want me to actually just say out the lyrics first?
Yeah. I mean, while you're like vibing on the beautiful guitar, thank you, Sunny. And before we practice it, why I think our heart call is to do this song today is I don't like to talk about it, but yeah, I can't ignore there've been some freaking shootings going on. That's not right. And even personally, for some friends around town that have witnessed it on their doorstep. Yeah. So definitely, I know that it's not going to be us yelling at it and shooting somebody else. So like, stop shooting, please. You know what I mean? Like, we just can't be in the same energy. Oh yeah, Amy feels blessed. So that's why the song is so important, all the words. So
Yeah,
say the
what
words,
I would say,
plant
one
a
other
seed.
thing about the education that Chris was saying about educating
Yeah.
ourselves
Yeah.
is things like actually understanding, what the Second Amendment actually is. So, sometimes people get very specific about things and holding on with a grip, and the educating deeper and deeper, I think, is so important. So this song is, it's amazing. So it's called Plant a Seed. And the lyrics are, plant a seed, watch it grow right where fear and anger live, and the walls loom high. Shine a light on the soil of forgiveness, where we all live and move beneath the same sweet sky. Watch the night turn into day, as the gentle words of wisdom blow the boundaries all away, and we'll find.
She's gonna cry.
We have all the love we need, and
We
it
do.
all begins when we plant a seed. So that's what we're going to be singing to you guys, and we're just kind of going to go for it, Faith's creative bit here. So we're just going to kind of play it together and have fun with you guys.
Well, I have to give her props because she just jumped in. She was like, after my wham bam crazy. I mean, my schedule is just like bam, bam,
Oh
bam.
my God, I'm so proud of you though, because you've done so many things and you've been with so many people, and I'm really in awe. I mean, I know we're all in awe of Faith, but this weekend she was just so graceful, and some things were not
Hey,
flowing
Trevor.
as one might want, and she just was. I tell you, I was getting some lessons on how to be graceful, and when people are not, being graceful.
Well, I was honoring her because, 10 minutes ago, we're just in our jammies, and I'm like, I gotta do a live stream. Hurry. She's feeding me, putting on makeup, and I'm like, play your guitar, do this.
And eating amazing almond toast.
Yeah, I think amazing almond toast. What did you guys have for breakfast? Okay. So anyway, this is Plant a
Okay,
Seed.
so we're going to sing this for you guys right now.
Yeah. Can I hope I don't
Plant a seed, watch it grow right where fear and anger live, and the walls loom high. Shine a light on the soil where forgiveness, where we all live and move beneath the same sweet sky. Watch the night turn into day, as the gentle words of wisdom blow the boundary away, and we'll find we have all the love we need, and it all begins when we plant a seed.
Can we do and we find?
And we find we have all the love we need, and it all begins when we plant a seed. Shall I do the second verse?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the second verse. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Second verse is good.
I don't know if we're frozen.
We're just gonna keep going.
Patient earth,
Okay.
raise your hands in the richness of your love that has waited so long for our hearts to awake to the dream of separation, believing wrong is right and right is wrong. Watch the night turn into day, as the gentle words of wisdom blow the boundaries all away, and we'll find we have all the love we need, and it all begins when we plant a seed. And it all begins when we plant a seed. And then we're going to do, we have all the love we need.
We have all the joy we need.
We have all the love we need.
We have all the light we need.
And what would you like to say to the people, Vibez?
Well, okay, that idea of plant a seed. So every day that you and I show up, and every day we like roll up from our bed and we put our, foot out in the world and the people around us, we're planting seeds as far as like what energy we're bringing forward, right? Are we gonna be that person that, sounds so cheesy, but really, I mean, I don't do this all the time, but that actually smiles, at the people passing by? Am I gonna be the person that lets the person cut in? So what are you planting? What am I planting? So I'm gonna ask, as this new shiny week begins, we can be anything. I remember when I started this year, because I was personally having a dark time inside, that when New Year's hit, I was like, dang it, I'm gonna make everything different. I just wanted to shake it off. So, and not to say that's where you're at, but we have that potential, I think, not only every day, but in every moment when you set your intention so clearly, like, bam, I'm gonna feel my power this week. So for me, one of my words, or I'm not going to call it an issue. I want to find like a new word to replace that. My growth point. That's what I got from Kim yesterday. What's your growing edge? What am I stepping into? For me, it's the feeling of abundance. And I already live in that. So, I mean, like seeing it in the bank account. That's what I'm talking about. Seeing it in the bank account, seeing it flowing. I moved to Hawaii and changed up what my business model was. And honestly, being with you here today, I've talked about it enough with people that I am feeling the change today, that I can say, I feel like that new day is not coming, that it's here. That this new part, I'm focusing now on music and TV and film and still bringing heart and love, but I'm seeing that roll in, everybody. So that's mine, is really allowing for all that flow to come in. So what's on your hearts? What kind of intentions do you feel? And I'll stop talking. I'll let you just take in the music for a little bit and be like, what would I love my week to be about? We're going to be on purpose. We're going to be the 1%, or I don't know what percent we are.
The tipping point.
Yeah, we're the tippers. We're going to choose.
We're the 100th monkey.
Is it to just have more peace about your day? Is it to be about having this week of just complete flow where there's no resistance? Maybe it's a week where you open your eyes and be like, man, I'm going to hone in on all the riches that are in my life now. Sunny, I know you're playing, but what's your intention for the week for you?
To trust a bit more, to trust myself a bit more, and trust the universe a bit more, and know that it's all working out for my good. I'm very good at knowing that it's going to work out for all of you guys, but sometimes I'm not so sure about me. So I want to, soak myself into knowing that. And I also feel like it is kind of a new day. We just passed the 8-8, the Lion's Gate, and the infinity. So I feel like the energy does feel thinner in the way that it feels like there's not as much resistance. I really do feel that. So I feel like we can just kind of figure out what our dreams are. I think that's part of the challenge for some of us. And I know for me, it's like, I kind of know I can have what I want, but like, what do I want? And I know I'm kind of powerful, so it's like, be careful what you actually ask for. Or sometimes I ask a little small, like you were saying, a little small frying pan.
Yeah, everybody, let's trade our small frying pan. You've all heard this story, right? And it's just the idea that we come with our old beliefs, the small frying pan, and yet, there's these fishes like this that want to come in our life, treasures. Or you bring the thimble. So you know what? Everybody throw away the thimble. Everybody get rid of the small pan. Goodbye. But I think it's
small dreams.
I think it's twofold, though. I think it's one, it's about those mighty dreams that pull us forward, right? Those that we secretly hold in our hearts are like, oh my God, I would love this. And you know what? You are important enough. You're worthy of that dream. That's what I'm trying. You're worthy of the big fish. and I think part 2 of that is feeling really good that, yeah, that big frying pan is mine, but I'm so right where I am. And I am so good here where I am. Like, we're not fighting it, you know? So
the gratitude. I know somebody when I was going through a hard time and I was just whiny and I was just not appreciating what I had. And I was just like, I need things to be different. I need things to be different. And a very wise person kept saying, you know what, until you appreciate what you have, girl, you're not getting more. That's the way it kind of works. And I thought, okay, I so don't want to hear that right now. That's not really good to me, like, because it's easy for you to say, you know, you have a blah, blah, blah. And I was just not feeling it until I did. And so let's all have permission to really look around and just say thank you. I mean, sometimes I will be late and I can't find my keys, and then all of a sudden I remember to like pick up a sweater and put it away, and there are my keys, and I never would have found them under that sweater. So sometimes I just say thank you, for nudging me to be neat for a second and find my keys. Just those little things, and it feels so good. It's like thank you car for getting me where I'm going. Thank you feet for getting me, you know, walking around all day with me.
Well, so maybe
all the things.
So I think it's nice. Maybe we sing that and we find where you go back.
Okay, ready?
So with these eyes that she's talking about, right, of what is already present here, you know, maybe let's tune in a little bit to that of what is present here to launch us from this place of like, oh man, I love what's here, and I also love what's coming. You know, so this is the I love what's right here. Yeah.
And we'll find we have all the love we need, and we'll find
joy.
We have all the joy we need, and we'll find
peace.
We have all the peace we need, and we'll find
all the strength.
We have all the strength we need, and we'll find
light.
We have all the light we need, and we'll find
Just have all.
We have all that we need, and we'll find
truly the love.
We have all the love we need. I changed that melody. And it all begins when we plant a seed. Yes, it all begins when we plant a seed. So that was plant a seed. Thank you, Desiree Goya.
Yeah, thank you, Desiree Goya. Aloha, Kyle. You guys are all on there. Do you guys have anything you want to share that's on your heart? Your intentions for the week?
I feel like you should sing something else.
I know, but what do I have?
I think you should sing a little bit of Holy Now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're talking about all of this, and I feel like if we can really understand that everything is holy, then maybe that'll lift us up a little bit, and we can see through the grime on everything, see the holy.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah,
I would like it.
Okay, yeah. Well, we don't have the chords. I don't know if we're frozen again, guys. It'll catch up in a second. Okay, I guess I'll do a little bit of Holy Now from the top.
Yeah, just about whatever you want, and I'll just listen and not play.
I know. Can you give me a G?
Uh-huh.
Or a D?
Which one do you want? Do you want? That's a G.
That's not the key. D, maybe?
G.
Okay, don't give me anything. I don't know. I can't find it. I just did this at Agape. So this is a song by Peter Mayer. I'm just going to sing some of it a cappella to you.
Yeah, go for it.
And I guess if you feel inspired to say something in
I
between.
may join in a little bit or not.
It's a song I wish I wrote. It's so simple and profound. And for me personally, it was a bridge between, me growing up with, being Catholic. And it's not me making Catholic wrong, but me growing up there to where I am now. It just gave me a real healing to match both. So I think what Sunny's saying is the beauty of this song is it's just, if we can see in our eyes that truly all those things in our life, even the unpleasant things, to find the miracle and find the holiness in there, yeah. Oh, you needed the message today, big dreams coming to reality quickly. Oh my God, learning to say yes. Okay, this is from Amy. Okay, those are the hits we're getting today. That this is, and the time we've been together, this is the time for those big dreams to come. And it's about us saying yes, finding what's holy in a miracle. So, okay, I guess I should sing. Let's hope I find the right key. When I was a girl each week, Sunday we would go to church, pay attention to the priest. He would read the holy word, consecrate the holy bread. Everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. So it's finding that holiness even in those not so holy feeling places, right?
Yes, absolutely.
What's my next verse? Here we go. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two. Jesus made the water wine. I remember feeling sad that miracles don't happen still. But now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's